Let's talk a little bit about meditation and how to meditate properly. Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot, it's me Matt here, and today I'm going to be talking a bit about meditation. So, meditation is something that we should all be doing. I've already talked about the benefits of meditation in other videos, and if you haven't, seen that already, then check those out. You can find this on my channel. It's incredibly beneficial, and one thing that I struggled with a lot when I was first meditating was trying to figure out if I was meditating correctly. You see, I'd heard different people saying different things. Some people said keep your eyes open when you're meditating, others said keep them closed. Some people said that you had to sit in the lotus position, others said you can just sit however. Some people said that you had to breathe slowly. Others said that you had to, not worry about your breathing. Some people said that you had to breathe through your nose. Others said you had to breathe through your mouth. So which was it? I'd seen all these conflicting ideas and I didn't know which it was. So the fact of the matter is, I was kind of slacking on meditation because I was trying to find out the right way to meditate first. Now, I can't remember who said this. I'm kicking myself for not remembering who said this quote, but there was someone who said that if you're meditating at all, that you're doing it right. And that really is the gist of it. If you're actually making the effort to meditate, then you're doing it correctly in a sense. Now, there's still things that you can do right versus wrong, and I'm going to talk about those now. So, the first thing that you need to be mindful of when you're meditating, it doesn't matter so much what position you're in or whether your eyes are open or closed. So decide based on what feels comfortable to you, what feels better for you. Maybe you find that if you meditate with eyes open, it just doesn't feel like meditating. So you need to have them closed. So if that's you, then keep them closed. Or maybe you feel that you get too sleepy if you have them closed, so perhaps keep them open. Maybe you are quite flexible, so you naturally sit in the lotus position and relax like that, and it works great. Or maybe perhaps you find that position so uncomfortable that you can't sit there for longer than 5 minutes, so maybe you should just sit with crossed legs, or just sit on the edge of a chair or something. Do what works for you. Now, when it comes to the actual process of meditation, the most common complaint that I have heard from people is that they can't stop their thoughts. And you see, we're told that when you meditate that you quiet your mind. And the fact of the matter is, you kind of do and you kind of don't. You see, when you meditate, your mind does become still, it does become quiet because you're relaxed, you're in the moment, and you're focused in on your breathing. When you actually sit there for a while though, what tends to happen is that thoughts spring up anyway. You see, thoughts aren't all voluntary. You don't have to choose to think for thoughts to appear. A lot of your thoughts just happen spontaneously. And so you can be sitting there focused in on your breathing, breathing in, breathing out, and suddenly you're thinking about the train ride that you were on the other day, and you're thinking about the big building that you rode past on the train, and then you're thinking about why do they make buildings in that style, and then suddenly you're caught up in this train of thought, or thought of train, as it happens to be, and well, you get distracted like this by these thoughts, and what a lot of people have at this point is they feel defeated. They feel like they've actually, done something wrong. They've started thinking, their mind was supposed to be quiet and it's not quiet. Why have I, let this happen? But you haven't let it happen. It's happened of its own accord, and so you shouldn't beat yourself up about it. You aren't doing anything wrong. Now, you can do something wrong when this happens though. You see, what a lot of people do when this happens is because they're so busy beating themselves up about it, they start thinking about how they've gone wrong by thinking. And now they've made the choice to think. What you should instead do, and you catch yourself in a train of thought, or in a thought of train, as it happened to be, then just focus back in on your breathing. Simple as that. Focus in on your breathing, pay attention to your breath, and if you get caught up in another train of thought, you start thinking again, 2 seconds later, it doesn't matter. Just focus back on your breathing. It doesn't matter if you do it, if you start thinking 1,000 times during your 10-minute session, as long as every time you catch yourself, in a train of thought, you go back to focusing on your breathing. That's all you have to do. As long as you're doing that, you are meditating correctly. So in essence, sit somewhere comfortably and focus in on your breathing. You sit there And try to notice your breath. Try to notice as it comes in and as it comes out. And try to relax it and keep it nice and slow and steady. Although if you feel that it's too much effort to control the breath, then don't control the breath. Just watch it, pay attention. What is it doing? Is it fast? Is it slow? Does it feel nice? Does it feel a strain on the lungs? What does it feel like? Just pay attention to it. Pay attention to your surroundings. Nice and quiet. No thoughts. And just let that feeling of being present and being aware of what your breathing is doing, just let that feeling of being aware of your breath become your entire focus. Don't worry about external events or about work or about family issues or about your finances or about any of that. Just focus on your breath. That's all there is. For that moment, let your breath be the only thing that there is in the world. And it doesn't mean to blot out your senses either. If you can hear, someone digging outside your house, or maybe you're on a busy train while you're meditating, doesn't matter. It's okay. It's about where your focus is. But you'll focus on your breath and you'll be meditating just fine. So do that. Try it now. You can pause the video or you can go off, after the video's ended and just meditate. Just do it for 5 minutes. The last piece of advice that I would give is if you struggle to meditate for longer periods of time, try setting an alarm. I found that if I was meditating for longer than 10 minutes or so, I would get very conscious about the time and I would start wondering, how long has it been? Have I been meditating long enough? Or have I been meditating too long? All of this. And the solution was to set an alarm, because if I knew that I had an alarm set for half an hour after I started meditating, then I could just not worry about the time, because I knew that it would, alert me so I wouldn't spend too long there, and I knew that, if I hadn't heard the alarm yet, I hadn't spent long enough. Simple as that. So, try that, try out what I said, and enjoy meditating. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, remember to subscribe up there, because you've got regular videos that come out multiple times a week. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, or want to share your experiences with meditation, then share those down in the comments below. And if you want to keep watching, check out the video linked on screen. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care.